Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our commencement exercises for the class of 2026. I ask you to remain standing for the invocation, and I present to you the Assistant Principal for Mission, Miss Megan Pryor Lawrence.
Good morning to you, our esteemed guests, and to you, class of 2026. In preparing to pray, I asked some of you about sacred moments you've shared. You said cheering for each other at fashion show rehearsal, genuinely delighting in one another. I thought of sacred moments I've shared with you on Kairos, watching you speak your most authentic selves into that chapel, treating every person there as a trusted friend. You didn't have to do those things. Trust and community are choices. And in choosing to trust, you showed us what faith looks like when it's embodied in a community, what hope looks like when it reaches across a room, what love looks like when it asks for nothing in return. St. Paul writes that these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. So let us pray to the one who has planted all of these virtues within you. Let us remember we're in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Spirit of kindness and truth, of justice and peace, pour your blessing today on these graduates, your beloved children, and signs of your presence among us. We give you thanks for all the gifts you have given them, for the courage it takes to be known, and the grace that it takes to truly know another. Bless them with faith, not certainty, but the willingness to step forward, trusting that you are already there. Grant them hope, not mere optimism, but the stubborn, quiet conviction that what they build together matters, and that the world bends towards justice when we broaden our circle of concern. And clothe them in love, the kind that cheers without envy, that listens without judgment, that treats every person as worthy of attention and care. And loving God, bless all of us who have gathered here today with the wisdom to honor what these graduates have taught us, that trust is a practice, and that community is built one courageous and generous choice at a time. Give us the grace to release them into this world that they will help make, and the trust to believe that they're ready to build meaningful connection in their next chapter. God, may we all remain rooted in the three things that last: faith, hope, and love, uniting as one SI community. We ask this and all of our prayers in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. St. Ignatius, pray for us. Please be seated. And let us welcome the principal of St. Ignatius College Preparatory, Ms. Michelle Nevin Levine.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the graduation for the class of 2026. Ignatians, this morning you are being celebrated for what you have accomplished, and you should be, truly. You've worked hard. You've grown intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, personally. You have survived deadlines and disappointments, stress and awkwardness, difficult conversations, and all the uncertainty that comes with being young in the world right now. And today, all of us, your teachers, families, coaches, counselors, mentors, friends, and trustees, get to pause and admire how far you've come. And I do mean how far, because this class, your class, is the first class in the history of St. Ignatius San Francisco that can say they moved into portables on the field while their school was under construction. No other class before you will be able to say that. Sounds like the speaker went out, but it's back. You could have been bitter about it. You had every right to complain. But instead, you did something remarkable. You turned those portables into your home. You made that field your campus. We called it the village, and you claimed it as your village. You took an inconvenience and transformed it into something that bound you even more tightly together. And that's not a small thing, that's a profound thing. And it tells me everything I need to know about who you are as a class. You did not wait for perfect conditions to show up fully. You showed up anyway, and you made it meaningful. That spirit will serve you for the rest of your lives. And before you go, I want to offer you something more lasting than congratulations. I want to offer you a few reminders, things you will hopefully carry with you from your time at SI. As you step out into the world, be humble. Not because you should think less of yourself, but because humility keeps your heart open. You do not need to have everything figured out at 18. In fact, you're not supposed to. You're, of course, going to make mistakes, and some will be small, some painful, some embarrassing, some you will replay in your mind at 2 o'clock in the morning. But that's not failure. That's becoming fully human. The people who grow the most in life are rarely the ones who avoid falling. They're the ones who learn how to rise again with wisdom, compassion, and honesty. So take those risks. Try things. Apply for the internship you think you won't get. Introduce yourself to the people who intimidate you. Take a class that frightens you. Speak up for someone. Stand for something. Go somewhere unfamiliar and learn how to begin it again. Do not live your life afraid of looking foolish. Some of the most meaningful chapters in your life will begin with uncertainty. And live your values. The world will offer you 1,000 definitions of success: money, status, influence, followers, prestige. But eventually, every person has to answer a deeper question. Who am I when nobody is watching? At some point, your values have to become more than words on a classroom wall. You will be leaders. You've heard that from us many times. You will be leaders, and your values have to guide your decisions, shape the way you treat people, and define the way you lead, love, and respond when life gets hard. A value-driven life is not always the easiest life, but it is the one that brings peace, integrity, and most of all, purpose. Be present. Please do not spend your life waiting to arrive at some imaginary future where you can finally allow yourself to be happy. There is goodness in every season, especially the uncertain ones. One day you're going to miss what you cannot even see yet. The ordinary lunches, the crowded hallways, the ridiculous inside jokes, the teachers who challenged you, the parents who coaxed you out of bed every morning. The feeling of walking onto campus knowing exactly where you belonged. Life moves faster than you think, so pay attention, notice beauty while it's happening, and enjoy the small things. And choose real connection. In a world that is increasingly digital, distracted, disconnected, choose real people, real conversation, real community, and real friendship. And I want to speak directly to something that many of you are quietly carrying, a question that has probably crossed your mind more than once. What is my place in a world being shaped by AI? It's a fair question and an honest one, and I'm not going to stand here and pretend it's a simple one. But here is what I want you to hear. The things that make you irreplaceable are not the things that a machine can replicate. AI can process information. It cannot grieve with a friend at 2 o'clock in the morning. It can generate words. It cannot sit with someone in silence and make them feel less alone. It can optimize a system, but it cannot inspire a team, earn trust over time, or love someone through their joys and their sorrows. The future will belong to people who know how to be human, people who can listen deeply, lead with empathy, build genuine relationships, and bring their full moral imagination to hard problems. These are not soft skills. These are the most sophisticated capabilities on earth, and no algorithm is coming for them. So do not let fear of the future drive you to disengage from the present. Let it do the opposite. Let it push you toward people. Let it deepen your curiosity, your compassion, and your ability to connect. And the students sitting right next to you right now, the ones you have laughed with, struggled alongside, and grown up with these past 4 years, they are your future network, your future collaborators, your future community. So invest in those relationships and nurture them. Do not let them quietly fade into a follow on the screen. Your life will not be measured by how curated your image becomes online. It will be measured by how deeply you loved, how honestly you lived, and whether people felt more human in your presence. So call your grandparents. And I know you don't love phone calls, but call them so that they can hear your voice. FaceTime so that they can see your face. Share meals with people. Show up for your friends. Look people in the eye. Be the kind of person others can count on, not just professionally, but personally. Because in the end, that is what people remember. Not your title, not your output, but how you made them feel. And ask for help. You've heard this from me a lot. So for one final time, when life becomes hard, and of course, sometimes it will, say so. Tell people. One of the great lies many people believe is that maturity means total self-sufficiency. It does not. We were made to need each other. God created us to need each other. There will be moments when you feel lonely, lost, anxious, overwhelmed, or ashamed. In those moments, do not disappear from people who love you. Reach out, lean on others. And remember, no matter how far you go, how successful you become, how much you struggle, or how old you get, there are people here who will always care about you. Always. Stay connected to God. Not occasionally, not only when life falls apart, but genuinely talk to Him. Ask questions. Wonder. Pray. Listen and look for the answers. Faith is not about having every answer, and you know that. It's about trusting that even in confusion, even in suffering, even in detours, your life has real meaning and God is still present. You will not always understand where your path is leading, but grace has a way of meeting us exactly where we are. Graduates, the world does not need more perfect people. It needs courageous and compassionate people, grounded people, faithful people, Ignatian people. People willing to step up, own their part, care for others, build community, and choose love over cynicism. In your 4 years at St. Ignatius, you have embodied all of these things, every one of them. And my hope is not simply that you become successful. My hope is that you remain deeply good, because class of 2026, you are deeply good. Before ending, I'd also like to extend our deepest appreciation on behalf of myself, the administration, and parents for our teachers, counselors, and staff. We especially recognize our retiring faculty this year, Sandy Schwartz and Pedro Cafaso, with a combined total of over 60 years in Jesuit education. Thank you. Sandy and Pedro, teachers and counselors, and SI support staff, please stand up. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also instilled in our children the value of hard work, perseverance, and integrity. Your passion for Jesuit education has been our guiding light, and we are truly grateful for your time, dedication, and care in shaping our students' minds and preparing them for their futures. Thank you. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Class of 26, thank you. You will be missed, and you're not going alone. You go with the prayers of your teachers, your families, and everyone who has ever walked the halls of St. Ignatius. You go with the mission of St. Ignatius to find God in all things, to seek the greater good, to live a life of purpose and compassion. And perhaps most importantly, you go with the knowledge that you are enough, not because of what you'll do, but because of who you are, a child of God, called by name, gifted beyond measure, and ready to set the world on fire. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and wherever life takes you next, always know this: you are deeply loved, and you will always belong to us. Now is the time to hear from our valedictorian. The valedictorian is chosen from among those seniors who have distinguished themselves by genuine academic achievements, as well as by participation in co-curricular and campus ministry activities of both school and community. He or she must have a distinguished academic record of at least a 3.8 GPA, be able to speak clearly to a large audience, and have the support and respect of the graduating class. We are honored to present this award to a student whose intellectual drive, humility, and determination have defined her 4 years at SI. This student's love of mathematics is the stuff of legend. Before even setting foot on campus as a freshman, she advocated for herself to the head of the math department, passed a placement exam over the summer, and became the first freshman in SI history to take pre-calculus as a 9th grader. Not for her college application, but because she genuinely wanted the challenge. By junior year, she had completed every advanced math course SI offers, and now serves as a teaching assistant for multivariable calculus and linear algebra. But she approached every subject the same way, asking deeper questions, seeking outside reading, pushing herself well beyond what is required. Her efforts resulted in an unweighted GPA of 4.0 and an incredible weighted GPA of 4.71. When a torn ACL ended her soccer career, she picked up rowing with no prior experience and earned her place as a successful varsity competitor. Her counselor, a 10-year veteran of the college advising at SI, places her among the top 5 most intellectually impressive students she's ever encountered, and says what sets her apart is not just her ability, but her kindness and her humility. She approaches everything she does with quiet determination, genuine love of learning, and we at SI feel privileged to have been part of her journey. Please join us in congratulating SI's valedictorian, Amelia Haller.
Thank you, Ms. Levine. I feel extremely honored to represent our graduating class today. First, on behalf of our whole class, I would like to thank our SI administration, our teachers, all of our SI staff, and our coaches for all that you do for us. You make SI the place that it is. I'd like to thank all of the families who traveled here today to celebrate this moment with us, including my great aunt, and my grandparents. And to my mom, dad, and my little brother Quinlan, I love you. Thank you for everything. Set the world on fire. This was the very first thing Mr. Lynch, my freshman year religious studies teacher, told our class on the very first day of school. Now, as a little 14-year-old, I was deeply baffled by the idea of us 20 kids or so committing some sort of school-sanctioned arson. But Mr. Lynch promised us that in 4 years, our Ignatian education would teach us to set the world on fire. Now, and please raise your hands, who here has started a real fire, like a bonfire or, hey, maybe even a kitchen fire from time to time? As I sat down to write this speech, I realized that after 4 years of Jesuit education and 17 years of life, I'm still not 100% sure how to even start a campfire. So, in the spirit of what we all seem to do in this day and age, I turned to a smart, wise friend of mine for help. I asked ChatGPT. I'm kidding, I asked Claude. How do I set the world on fire? And naturally, the response I get is, sorry, I can't help with instructions for harming people or property. All right, fair enough, let's start again. Please write a 5-step manual for how to start a campfire. So here's what I found. Step 1, choose a legal, safe spot. Keep water and a shovel nearby. Our grounding in community, faith, and our Ignatian values constitutes the first stage of our fire. On the way to church one Sunday morning, way back when I was 4 years old or so, my family and I drove past the Folsom Street Fair south of Market. I looked out the window and I saw something a little out of the ordinary. Hey, Dad, I said. Dad, that guy forgot to put his pants on this morning. And he sure did. Just as San Francisco is a pretty safe place for that guy doing his thing on a Sunday morning, SI is a pretty safe place for us for each of us to make our own decisions. We've all slipped up or fallen from time to time in high school, but without fail, our teachers, our coaches, and our friends have had our back and lifted us right back up. SI creates an ideal environment for kindling a flame. Step 2, gather materials. To build a fire, progress from small, easily ignitable material and tinder to larger fuel wood. The materials are, well, us. It was only 4 years ago today that we showed up on the first day of school bombarded with confetti, pom-poms, and seniors rallying around us in the carpool lane. As little freshmen, we faltered at the labyrinth that is the H building. It's called the H building for a reason. And we wandered aimlessly in search of the 4th floor pool. For any incoming freshmen here today, I'll let you in on the secret. The pool's actually on the 5th floor. But we have grown tremendously in the last 4 years. Take a moment to look at the people on your left and right. You're looking at a recruited college athlete, a medcat, an advocate, an award-winning actor. Hey, you're looking at a singer who's already dropped hits. You're looking at a future Major League Baseball player, a doctor, a screenwriter, a teacher, an Olympian. Hey, you could be looking at the next American Pope. The class of 2026 will be one to remember. On to step 3. Build a small structure with tinder in the center and kindling around it so air can flow. Now, we did not become the graduates we are today by ourselves. We are the product of a multitude of formative experiences, people, and encounters. We flooded the stands in a sea of red at our first football game freshman year. We said the prayer of generosity for the first time before running out on the field, diving into the pool, or in my case, nearly crashing a boat at our first SI competitions. We journeyed together to work with our neighbors at St. Anthony's and proceeded to spend many afternoons and summers getting to know new communities. Our junior year, we watched the demolition of our beloved commons and a Roger Chapel, throwback, and weathered the extreme temperatures of the village And on immersion, whether we traveled across the world or across our own backyard, we learned that all people are different, but also kind of the same. We danced through senior year at the fashion show and snuck past the dean's office too often in leggings and sweats. Sorry. And senioritis spread almost as contagiously as the new hacky sack epidemic. And all of it, we did together. The leaves rustled, the twigs interweaved and nestled together to create a perfect little structure. Step 4, light the tinder with a match or lighter. Gently blow at the base to encourage flame. We've arrived. As of today, our fire is lit. When we walk out of these doors in an hour, the intricate foundation we've carefully built together will be put to the test. We've learned about justice, we've learned about love. We will hopefully develop the sparks of passion we each carry into projects and careers. The fire is raging. And lastly, step 5, fully extinguish when done. Drown with water, stomp on the ashes, and repeat until cool to the touch. Uh-oh, that screws up my metaphor a little. So let me substitute. Step 5, spread the flames. The world needs the warmth. This February, I had the opportunity to lead Kairos. After months of meeting with the leadership team to prepare, tell stories, play games, and get to know one another, and after 4 days of leading the retreat itself, we all landed back at SI on Friday evening after it was all over, and Miss Meg said to our group, "Our community is dying tonight. It will never be the same again." I thought, whoa, that's it? It's all over? The same can be said about our class community. Today is the last time we will all be together as a class, ever. But death paves the way for new life. Our connection and our commitment to each other here today is stronger than it's ever been, and it will continue to transform and evolve for the rest of our lives. To set the world on fire means to take the faith and the value system we've developed here at SI and live it out every single day. This fall, we'll pack our lives into suitcases and travel to all corners of the state, the country, and the world. In Mr. Benedetti's words, we'll restart and we'll fall in love all over again. In our suitcases, we'll pack clothes, maybe a deck of cards, probably one too many swimsuits, but we'll also pack lifelong friends, lessons we've learned at SI, memories we've shared together. And we'll pack candles. Our Jesuit education won't be tucked away in isolation. We'll let the flames catch every fabric and every surface we encounter. So, in the words of St. Ignatius of Loyola, let us go forth and set the world on fire. Go Cats!
And next, we have a few extraordinary awards. We'll start with the Loyalty Award. This award honors extraordinary dedication to the entire school, conspicuous service, and dedication to the stated values and goals of St. Ignatius. This year, we will be presenting this award to 2 seniors. The first recipient is a student whose life at SI has been defined by creativity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to the world around her. She is a biology teacher's assistant, a paid intern with San Francisco's Department of the Environment, and a climate activist who has facilitated workshops, presented at conferences, and lobbied on Capitol Hill. As a leader of the Green Team, social justice counselor, and the LGBTQ+ affinity group, she has consistently used her voice to advocate for causes larger than herself. When she didn't make the volleyball team freshman year, she picked up rowing, earned a spot on the varsity team, and competed at nationals. Then taught herself the drums from scratch and built a band that now performs across the Bay Area. Clearly, she is someone who leads with a clarity of values that makes people want to follow her. Our first loyalty award goes to Kate Ozeda. This year's second recipient is a student whose intellectual curiosity and depth of character have left a lasting mark on this community. This student has pursued a demanding academic path driven not by performance, but by genuine desire to understand the world. His passion for history and political science extends well beyond the classroom. He reflects independently, initiates meaningful dialogue with faculty and peers, and draws connections between ideas that most students wouldn't think to make. As co-president of the French Club, he built genuine community around cultural exchange and shared joy. His counselor calls him one of the most thoughtfully brilliant students he has ever encountered. Our second loyalty award goes to Alexander Salentine. The Anthony P. Sauer S.J. General Excellence Award. This special award is conferred upon a senior who's distinguished by scholarship, excellence in conduct, and outstanding devotion to the school through participation in both curricular and co-curricular student affairs. There are 2 seniors receiving the award this year. The first recipient is a student whose compassion, focus, and determination have defined her time at SI. She's been a translator and advocate for her family since childhood, a foundation that shaped her into the confident, organized leader that she is today. As co-president of ALAS, she has organized nationwide conferences, facilitated difficult conversations, and shown up consistently for her community. Her service work has been equally purposeful, including 2 weeks at a summer camp for children of immigrant farm worker families, a placement she chose thoughtfully and maintained long after it was required. This past summer, she completed a 6-week pediatric research internship at Stanford, where she will be attending in the fall, dedicating over 20 hours a week to global health research, and is now on track to be published. I'm very proud to say that she's also a graduate of our very own middle school, the Father Sauer Academy. Our first winner, the first winner of the Anthony P. Sauer General Excellence Award goes to Camila Limo Fernandez. That one just made Mr. Vollert cry. Our second recipient of this award is a student who brings intentionality, depth, and a genuine excellence to everything he does. This student tackled AP Physics and AP Calculus BC while serving as a math TA, ethics bowl captain, president of the Young Democrats, and an officer in both Model UN and Student Council. In his first year of rowing, he earned a spot on the top boat and helped win the Western Scholastics Championship. An accomplished pianist, he was named Outstanding Accompanist at the regional competition where SI's choir also took first place. He rounds it all out with a Sunday shift at a local bagel shop, because he values the real-world experience as much as academic achievement. The second recipient of this year's General Excellence Award goes to Ty Morganson. And lastly, the Ignatian Award. This is the highest award our school can offer. It's conferred upon a graduating senior who has consistently put the welfare of students above his or her own interests. This award winner is chosen from his or her fellow classmates for generous service on their behalf, dedication to the gospel message, and outstanding devotion to the Christian ideals enunciated by the patron of our school, St. Ignatius of Loyola. The recipient of our highest honor is a student who embodies the call to be a person for others in the most profound sense. This student leads through service, and the depth of that service is remarkable. He volunteers as a certified translator for immigration court proceedings, helps adult immigrants prepare for citizenship, and helps organize an annual event honoring his late aunt, which has raised over $55,000 for domestic violence survivors. In everything he does, he is driven by a belief that his education exists to uplift others, not just himself. That same drive shows up in the classroom and on the field, choosing the most rigorous courses available, completing a college-level business course, and being a key contributor to this year's WCAL Championship soccer team. He's done all of this, and many would agree this is still only a small glimpse of who he is. This year's Ignatian Award winner award goes to Giovanni Gonzalez. Congratulations, Gio. Super proud of you. Soak it in. You deserve it. Congratulations to all of our award winners. And if I may, if he can pull himself together, I'd like to introduce to you the president of St. Ignatius College Preparatory, Mr. Joe Vollert.
Thank you, Michelle. Trustees, SI administration, faculty and staff, parents and friends in the class of 2026, welcome. Class of 2026, you've been an incredible gift to us. You have saved us, and I would say almost daily. After shaking 390 graduates' hands last year on this stage, Father Reese actually fainted, and it was the beginning of us understanding that something was amiss with him health-wise. 2 months later, he succumbed to cancer. He's a man who started the Father Sauer Academy, would be so proud, whose vision has guided the New Learning Commons, and who is so proud of you. He was your president for 3 years, and I know he is looking down upon us today. When we started the year, as I mentioned at your Senior Awards Assembly, you helped us gather to grieve his loss. And one of the most beautiful and sacred moments in all my years at SI, when we had a rosary in the gym. And your leadership and prayer that day helped us heal. So thank you. Our trustees, many of whom are here today, guided us through a period of transition. And I want to thank them for that. And if I could ask the chair of the trustees to stand, please. Please join me, Neil McCarthy, class of 1985. Please join me in thanking him for his service and dedication to SI. Thank you, Neil. Neil is our outgoing chair of the trustees. So a story and a poem. In that pregnant pause between graduation and starting college, I sat with one of my best friends just after graduating from SI, and we were sitting on a bench actually at Julius Kahn Park in the Presidio, and he asked me a question. He was the valedictorian of our class. He said, "What do you dream of doing?" I didn't know what I was going to do next week, so I didn't really have an answer. If I was honest with myself at that point in time, I think I knew that I wanted to lead and serve somehow. But I asked him, his name is Tim Stretch. I said, "Tim, what do you dream of doing?" He said, "As long as I can remember, I have dreamt of flying in airplanes." So off we go. I went to Santa Clara, he went to Dartmouth. No cell phones or Facebook. We kept in touch. And flash forward to Christmas of our senior year, and we get together. And we talk about what's going to happen after graduation. I really didn't know what I was going to do. And he said, "I applied to the Officer Training School, OTS, because I want to fly for the Air Force. And 1% of the applicants to OTS get in." And he said, "I got in, but I haven't told my parents." So he took his dad to lunch and said, "Parents, you can imagine this conversation." He tells them what he'd gotten into, what he wants to do, and his dad said, "Where was that 4 years ago? You're telling us that now after we have paid for 4 years of education at Dartmouth?" "No, you're not going. You're getting a job." And he turned it down. The next month, I just met with him. We went to the baseball game on Monday, and we were recounting the story. Over the next month, he fell into depression. And as he said, he goes, "I wasn't authentic. I wasn't true to myself." So we called up the recruiter after that month, and he said, "Hey, I've changed my mind. Is there any way I can get into OTS?" And the guy said, "You're the luckiest SOB I know, because just 10 minutes ago, I got off the phone with somebody who dropped out of the program. If you tell me right now that you'll do it, you're in." He says, "I'm in." He had his parents. So he went and talked to his parents, and this time said, "I'm doing this, and I'm doing it because I want to serve." A couple of years later, after going through OTS and finishing at the top there, he was the top of his class from the Air Force and received every extraordinary award they offer, and flew F-16s for the Air Force, and retired as a full colonel after 26 years of serving our country. We don't pretend to know what you're going to do, but we do know that you're going to lead and serve. How you do that is between you and God, but lead and serve you shall. Talia? As I mentioned to you the other day, when one of my first roles as president was at the freshman welcoming mass, and Talia welcomed me to that. And so I've asked her to read "When I Am Among the Trees" by Mary Oliver. If you go to your programs, you'll see it's on page 28. Talia?
When I Am Among the Trees by Mary Oliver. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locusts, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me, the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. "It's simple," they say, "and you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine."
Thank you, Talia McGrath. Class of 2026, I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. Trust in your faith, embody gratitude, and shine. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce the Assistant Principal for Academics, Ms. Danielle DiVincenzi Cronin.
We will now present diplomas to the class of 2026. Please keep your applause to a minimum during the conferring of the diplomas so every graduate's name can be heard. Elise Zauren Abbott. Sean Ryan Bamba Abello. Caden Pashaton Afshoripur. Zoe Novell Aguasin Horace. Julia Marie Alcantara. Nora Sullivan Aldridge. Jordan Terrell Al-Saloom. Sebastian Altamirano. Emily Ray Alvarez. Tavis Antonio. Armin Galshian Archuniani. Michael Gino Arietta. Zayden Armstrong. Leo Likem Asmeram. Matthew Jose Estrada Ion. Prince Najib Olufemi Babalola Bushengo. He is competing in the state track championships. Thomas Patrick Bala. Charles Cassidy Ball. Andrew Alexander Ballantyne. Jason Michael Balmy. Adrian Joanne Barkey. Sophie Lena Barsoyan. Jake Gregory Batchelder. Nicolo Pablo Navneet Bavaro. Adeline Antoinette Bedard. Nicholas Michelle B. Theodore Peter Bell. Charlotte Maxine Bell Murphy. Taylor Celine Bellotti. Thomas Robert Bennett. George Stud Benton. Elliot Pete Berkovich. Delilah Danger Yat Yin Berry. Leu Binyam. Elaine Yina Dorothea Burkhold. Izara Avery Basalin. Nicholas Braden Bishop. Gabriella Matabusin Blas. Sebastian Maxim Blazer. Sean Taylor Bokirin. Sophia French Boudra. Natalie Murray Jacinto Brady. Natalie Guimaraes Bravo. Duke Beckett Brickler. Lauren Gabriella Brugioni. Matthew Joseph Brusso. Julia Elena Bryant. Winston Edward Bucoy. Johann Frederick Buhlmann. Nicholas Joseph Bunya. Gabriella Celine Bulgari. Ari Benjamin Bushler. Claire Della Rosa Cadiz. Emily Claire Callahan. Jack Thomas Callan. Leo Stephen Kanata. Michaela Sophia Carlaveris. Daniela Maria Carmignani. Ryan Patrick Casserly. Kira Alexandra Cassidy. J. Maxwell Cha. Brooke Charlay Chapman. Lillian Elise Chavery. Jonah Luis Chavez. Pascal Miranda Chavez. Evangeline Suji Chen. Keelan Jialeng Chen. Ava Sophia Chiapari. Tiago Caleb Chicas. Malcolm Sawfeld Child. Kaylee Noel Chin. Kevin Connor Chin. Lawrence Paul Chu Jr. Ava Lauren Choi. Valerie Hei Tung Chu. Caitlin Rose Cerisi. Tobiah Stanley Cohen. Michael Gary Bolin Cole. Evelyn Yu Conboy. Cassandra Gwyneth Martin Condi. Sebastian Thaddeus Connolly. Tatum Masako Conroy. Trevor Campbell Cook. Hunter Rosny Christo. Pedro Cruz. Kifa Olivia Cudden. Natalie Dalita Dayan. Diarel Ahmed Yusuf David. Chloe Liberty Dean. Alessandro Trinidad Del Rio. Dominic James Delaney. David William DeLucchi. Finn Oliver DeMuth. Kieran James Devlin. Joseph Roy Dito. Jet Sun Dixon. Karthik Dev Dorbala. Ryan Christopher Duffy. Santiago Roman Dyer Ramirez. Sadie Marie Eggert. Chase Matthew Engel. Andrew Jerome Ennis. Mary Kate Ennis. Alva Ida Elizabeth Thalgren. Levi Nicholas Phantom. Jack Fitzgerald Farrell. Thomas Henry Figueroa. Luke Ryder Felinsky. Liam Seamus Finnerty. Chloe Elizabeth Fisher. Francesca Maria Flocchini. Sophia Victoria Flores. Caleb Woodard Fordyce. Brendan Michael Foss. Trevor Daniel Foss. Marco Anton Gayweiler. Gianna Elizabeth Galarza. Mia Alexa Garcias Gutierrez. Blake David Mansell Gaskin. Lucas David Geller. Sadie Ryan Galley. Sophie Ghosh. Atticus Drake Gibson. Anthony Justin Gines. Tycho Reed Giametti. Breon Monet Glaspie. Wait. Samantha Claire Goethals. Keegan Cannon Goggin. Alexander Jacob Goldberg. Bobby Michael Gomez. Giovanni Luis Gonzalez. Chase John Gordon. Pablo Xavier Gracia Caceres. Aiden Emmett Gray. Reese Marie Groschel. Grace Catherine Gubbles. Aiden Nicolas Guerrero. Lucas Joaquin Guzman. Kodiak Jackson Hahn. Timothy George Haas. Amelia Anna Holler. Samir Isam Halta. Charlotte John Hammett. Dylan Elizabeth Lampatok Hammond. Jacqueline Hang. Elijah Quincy Harris. Riley Jordan Hartnett. Keena Lynn He. Nora Wanjen Heath. Colby Elise Heaton. Fernando Leonel Hernandez Juarez. Marcela Marie Hernandez. Tyron Sharif Hicks III. Aiden Robert Higgins. Michaela Brianna Hogan. Mia Horak. Archer Sophocles Horn. Jeremy William Hornick. Malia Carmela Howard. Sebastian Lee Huerta. Brady Samuel Hughes. James Stephen Hughes. Ava Michelle Humphreys. Lucas Antonio Ibarra Rivera. Mia Rose Aparagari. Alessandra Rose Isola. Kira Kelly Jackson. Charles James Jansens. Jameson Sills Ambrose Javer. Robert Ruiyang Jin. Isabella Hamilton Jones. Pamela Zoe Jones. Tucker Raymond Jones. Natalia Sofia Juarez. Alexander Michael Kapulika. Savannah Riley Keene. Evan Bradford Keim. Chase Matthew Kendall. Sammy Fatty Corey. Boyd Stewart Killian. Brandon Sun-Gi Kim. Rachel Ryan Kirk. Cameron Coe. Timothy Coe. Alexis Wei K. Kong. Daniel Matthew Convica. Rowan Jefferson Cott. Christoph Hans Kratz. Eloise Therese Krigbaum. Audrey May Kronk. Michaela Helen Kronk. Steele Kareem Labah. Damian Lai. Ethan Hugh Yao Lam. Ty Patterson Landers. Noelle Carol Lawson. Elliot Renee Lee. Joshua Caleb Lee. Micah Christopher Lee. Elena Giovanna Lihan. Bastian Delane Lacing Mingo. Yair Christian Leone. Bryson Philip Lewis. Dara Emer Lewis. Jaden Marie Lewis. Lucas David Liang. Camila Angeli Limo Fernandez. Dylan Patrick Liu. Jordan Miles Liu. Maida Zhuyu Liu. Jacqueline May Locke. Adrian Kaho Louis. Megan Ella Lowe. Chloe Judith Lucy. Constantine Eberhard Ludorf. Madeline Amelia Lund. Samantha Marie Lundquist. Simone Marie Lynch. Oliver William Lyon. Declan Payne Mahoney. Steve Nassim Malone Jr. Kaylin Applejoy Menangan. Galen James Monderano. Nicole Angelina Marangosian. Olivia Louise Matagrano. Porter Pellegrin McAndrews. Ellie Grace McCuskey Hayes. She's competing in the state track championships. Niall Thomas McDermott. Haley Lena McGee. Natalia Emmeline McGrath. Joaquin Tomas McGuigan. Vivian Gray McHugh. Emma Kelly McIntyre. Thomas Sullivan McEwen. Garner Anthony McManigal. Ty Roy Meehan. Alyssa Jolie Mendiola. Alexandra Jordan Miller. Sophia Isabella Mock. Emily Rose Modesti. Grace Teresa Modesti. Andrew Dominic Monterola. Natalie Elizabeth Ohashi Moran. Emma Olympia Morgan. Ty Jonah Morganson. Eureka Kaylin Mui. Robert Wagoner Mullen III. Phineas Charles Murphy. Madeline Keeley Murray. Vivian Grace Myers. Ryan Barry Neeson. John Michael Nerney. Joseph Thomas Lau Ing. Lauren Christine Nip. McCann Stephanie O'Brien. Jack Edward O'Connor. Zoe Love O'Neill. Talon George O'Neill. Catherine Florence Ochev. Phoebe Catherine Olivan. Tanner Weber Ulrich. Prince Will Matthew Chidiaso Onyebuchi. Matthew Alexander Orozco. Kai David Owen. Kate Riotica Ozaita. Bryce Lels Pakula. Oliver Patrick Paley. Luca Luigi Palumbo. George Dominic Paolucci. Madison Josephine Pashby. Pravan Deepak Patel. Julia Christine Pellegrini. Nola Sofia Perez. Emma Catherine Perotti. Delmar Allen Peterson. Jack Lloyd Peterson. Mark Ronald Phillips. Luciano Stefano Piersanti. Olivia Susan Palero. Helen Ann Schilling Plam. Charlotte Griswold Platinsky. Julia Polonsky. Colin Francis Prescott. Camille L. Pio. Nicole Rose Quackenbush. Lucas Mi Kwan. Oliver Radalj. Joaquin Emilio Rathgeb. Michael Rawls. Dominic Dante Regalia. Parker Grace Reed. Nala Kai Rep. Ezra Hoyt Ripple. William Potter Robb Jr. Augusta Lawrence Robillard. Natasha Maria Rokovich. Nicholas Charles Radoni. Yasleen Isabella Rodriguez. Enya Alexandra Roman. Nathan James Rose. Ryan Zinn Rosenthal. Brendan Malachi Ruane. Alexander Hunter Salentine. Sophia Marie Sanchez. Jacob Guevara Santos. Otto Alexander Olaf Schuth. Isabel Sydney Lazard Seidenberg. Zooey Niall Shelton. Madeline Quinn Anderson Shen. Donovan Gray Shin. Nicholas Barry Shumway. Phoebe Joy Cito. Cole Patrick Sawinski. John Dennis Slack. Ethan James Smith. Marcus Cash Smith. Cody James Smolinski. Landon Thomas Sneed. Naveen Menon Somoza. Claire Soe Samsuk. Beatrice Rose Sopko. Serafina Amelia Spink. Chase Murray Spolin. Charles Gabriel Stecker. Jillian Marie Stevens. Colton Kentaro Stevenson. Gavin William Stubson. Devin Takumi Steppen. Madeline Sienna Sue. John Brent Sullivan. Judge Sumchai. Clarice Tan. Anya L. Turgison. Emma Renee Theory. Tamaya Talitha Denise Thompson. Austin Scott Tokar. Ezekiel Dela Cruz Tolentino. Lucas Xavier Tummelden. Deja Abigail Toscano. Gevorg Alex Tovarian. Toby Dewey Tran. Juliana Catherine Tufo. Ryu Cross Valdez. Luke Henry Vandebroek. Johan Wallace Van Oost. Joelle Abigail Vargas Azucar. Andrea Maria Velasco. Nico Roman Verhavabeka. Alexandra Reese Vialta. Sophia Pearl Vlahos. Thomas Benedict Wakowitz. Kaya Lundquist Walcott. Harrison Diesel Walters. Andrew Nowin Warden. Justin Harrison Ware. Soleil Ryu Sasuke Simone Warner is competing at the state track championships. Ava Leandra Raiko Wasserman. Annika Noel Watkins. Audrey Catherine Shinobu Wetherill. Simon Merrill Werbach. Raymond Anthony Whitley. Henry David George Whitney. Catherine Stephanie Wilhelm. Emerson Rose Williams. Alex James Weiniger. Pierce Scott Winters. Aaron Anthony Wandani. Jessica Magpusao Wu. Darren Yang. Isabella Renee Yee. Madeline Elise Yee. Karina Zhang. Thank you. Please have a seat. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left. President Voller. President Voller, Principal Levine, Community of St. Ignatius, I present to you the class of 2026. At this time, our Ignatian Award winner, Giovanni Gonzalez, will lead the graduates. They will process out and head to the upper lawn to throw their caps. Please allow our graduates to head out before exiting to meet them. This concludes our commencement celebration for the class of 2026. Congratulations.
you.